Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your 2024 year ahead reading. Can you believe it's upon us? Wow. So Aquarius, these are the cards that flipped out for you. And wow, what a beautiful, beautiful, prosperous year you have ahead of you. I will go ahead and let you know there's a little secret card out here. We'll get to that later. But this is going to be very pivotal. I think you can kind of see some good cards here. You got a little money coming in. You got 10 of cups. Ooh, I'm excited. So just to give you an idea, the top row here I have set up geared towards romance, love, relationships. The bottom here we have towards money. And together we have sort of a general read here. And I do have them set by seasons. So we have spring, summer, autumn, and then winter. Now, one thing that I was getting for you very strongly is I know this isn't going to resonate for all of you, okay? But some of you are going to get into the relationship, like the one, like marriage, and it's going to be blissful. And some of you are actually, you've already planned a marriage in the spring, okay? And of course there's money that comes into play here, but let's get into it. So we're starting off here with the Hierophant, and the Hierophant does speak to education, stability, structure, traditions, okay? Underneath the Hierophant, we have the 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment, the ultimate joy, the ultimate happiness, bliss beyond bliss. So when I see the Hierophant over the 10 of Cups, that almost always speaks to a relationship for me, okay? So I do see you starting off the year strong, lots of love. Now, for those of you who aren't in a relationship, aren't trying to get into a relationship, what this can also speak to is a strong foundation in the home. Something that's bringing you joy and love within your home. Some of you may be planning a garden or re-renovating your home, or you may have purchased a new property and you're beautifying this home. You're making it like your retreat, like your getaway. It's going to be a vacation to you. Living in this new realm, in this space, is going to be like a vacation, like a holiday. And it's such a beautiful way to start off the year. What an absolutely beautiful start to the year here. So you're starting off strong, Aquarius. You're starting off strong. Now, coming up here in the summertime, we see 4 of Wands, and it's very possible that somewhere from the spring to the summer, or somewhere around that time, there's going to be a wedding. Okay, not everyone's going to get married. Again, the home foundations are strong. 11-11, your true purpose in life is coming. Now, a lot of you out there, maybe you're not even trying to get married, and that's perfectly fine. This is your own personal wish fulfillment. It's all sort of, our lives are customized for our own joy, and although I do see tradition in here, it's not so imposing that you can't have your own sort of self, because underneath here we have the Queen of Swords, very rational decision maker. She's very fair. She's very just. Okay. Some of you are going to be, I really am seeing some of you are going to be building up this home foundation. And whether or not it's with a person or solo, this is very, very fruitful, bountiful. This is the right decision. Okay. I'm also being told, Spirit says, if you decide to go solo, don't listen to people who try to drag you down for that. Okay. We are all different. We're all different human beings. And the beauty of us is that we provide this, I'm getting like a bounty, a beautiful bounty in this world, of variety, like a garden. We are a human garden. Okay. We're not all meant to be the same. Imagine going into a garden where every single flower was the same, and how heartbreaking that would be. So I want you to embrace that this year. What is driving what sets your heart on fire? What makes you happy? And if it is with this person, then of course I see beautiful things. If it is solo, guess what? I see beautiful things. But I think that's the key here. Entering 2024 is to tap into what truly makes you happy. What makes you happy? You see this light, airy energy, and I'm getting this air, this beautiful things are blooming, things are alive again, things are being brought to life, you know. Now, next up here, going into autumn, we have the Three of Wands. I feel like by this time, you've built a pretty decent foundation. Again, looking out over your bounty, looking out over your fleet, standing on top of the world and overseeing what you have created. And for some people, this speaks of like ships coming in for you. For others, it can speak of you watching them trade your wares, you know, so you've built this foundation, this prosperous foundation, be it with someone or solo, okay? And overseeing the Three of Coins, strong foundation, working well together with people too. I see this beautiful, it's like I see this harmony. I see such a harmony in this. And with the wands, I'm seeing strings. Some of you play guitar. Some of you are playing guitar, or you'll have a guitar playing at a ceremony. I am seeing a lot of ceremonies here. There's a ceremonious atmosphere about here. This whole energy, it's a celebration, if you will. So if you're looking at from like spring going into autumn, this whole energy here is just abundant and fruitful and full of life and full of joy. And I feel that's going to be important, okay? So this is where I'm going to flip around the card because I didn't want this to scare you or make you nervous. You know, tarot is a guide, okay? It is a guide. It's not, watch out, this is going to happen to you. No, this is a heads up. This is a heads up to look out for. And again, it's not going to resonate for everyone, but I got 3 different scenarios from this card. And one of them is actually hilarious. We're going to save the hilarious one for last because we're going to need that joy here in a minute. Now is where I have to give you a little bit of a trigger warning. Okay. I don't see this as ending in this. Okay. There's no red flags here. There's no precursors. There's no warnings that surprise, everything's wonderful, then it's just over. I don't see that for your relationship. You've built a solid foundation with each other. This is something beautiful, something solid. But what happens here in the winter, it's going to shake you a little bit. And underneath here, the 10 of Swords, we have death. Now, death, of course, we know in the tarot means transformation, leaving behind something old and being born anew. You see these butterflies rising up. And you'll see that the transformation, it very rarely does this ever speak to a human death, okay? It's a transformation, it's a change, it's an enlightenment, okay? It's rising from the ashes. Now, what I'm seeing here very strongly, and I felt it as I was shuffling, I could taste weather. And for those of you who have followed my channel for a while, you know that I was actually out of tarot for a while because of the storm damage. We have major tornadoes that come through here. And that's what I tasted. As I was shuffling, I was tasting, and if you've lived around them long enough, you know, you can taste the air. You can feel it in your bones. I tasted tornadoes. For some of you who are in an area that's prone to bad weather, okay, even if it's like, technically, I'm in the Midwest, so it gets cold in the winter. We get snow. But we know if the weather changes and we have an unseasonably warm streak, we start getting our basements ready, okay? So that's what this is that I'm feeling strongest of all is weather. There's some sort of weather anomaly. It's not your relationship. This isn't even the same dude, like this is, it's like everything's going fine. You're building up this foundation and it's almost like you're preparing yourself. And I hope I'm able to assist you in that preparation by this warning card. I'm getting weather. Okay. And as any of us know, if you live anywhere in the world right now, which I'm guessing we all do, the weather's been acting up, The earth is cycling and it's doing its thing and it's responding to its own issues and its own upsets in an earthly way. And nature is strong. Nature is powerful. So again, wintertime, be very, very mindful of the weather. For some of you, this may cause significant damage in the structures of your home. okay? And you will have to start fresh. It will be a blessing in disguise. But again, with the air, I'm getting the air. If you see the air, I can feel it. And it's not just that either. I was also being told, be careful on the roads. You're looking at holiday seasons, okay? So just be careful of the weather. Be careful on the roads. Take precautions. This is a perfect time to let you know you got all this time to prepare. If the roads, if it even looks like it's going to get icy, stay put, okay? Just stay put and everything will be fine. Another thing that I was seeing here, and this is where we get into the funny part of it, okay? Y'all don't spend too much at Christmas. You know what I mean? Don't drive yourself crazy around the holidays. Whether you can celebrate any kind of holiday around, here in this little town, they celebrate Christmas, but I have always lived around multiple kinds of people, a very diverse atmosphere. I grew up in the military, so we had everything from Christmas to Kwanzaa to Hanukkah, and everybody just sort of accepts it. Yule, in my family, my mom's side, they celebrate Yule. So the holiday season, when everybody's out and about and celebrating, please be careful. I'm getting roads, hydroplaning. Just be very, very, very careful, okay? Flights will get delayed. Plans might get broken. So just be prepared in advance and you're good to go. Now, that's we got that part out of the way first, okay? Now we get into the relationship part of it, because the relationship I see going very well. Now, we're starting off here strong with the Hierophant, traditions, values. You're also sort of customizing what works for you. You're building up a homestead, a very happy homestead. Some of you are also going to be homesteading. I'm getting some of you, because I'm seeing like a gate, like fences, like chickens, and I'm seeing animals. How fun. But some of you are going to be homesteading. Very, very successful. And, of course, with the Three of Wands, you're overseeing this. And at the end, you just take precautions. Take precautions with the animals. Take precautions with weather, and that's all that is a precaution. Okay. Now the money. Ooh, the money's looking good, Aquarius. You're starting off strong with the 10 of Cups. You know what? 10 of Cups, you already have a vision. You already have a plan. I believe by spring, you're already bringing in bounty. I'm getting bounty. You're already bringing in the fruits of your labor. You're living good in spring. You're going to be bringing it in spring. That's when you're really going to start to hear that cha-ching. Okay. And that's where this is going to come into play with the Queen of Swords making good decisions. Some of you, I'm just going to say it, some of you are going to have so much money, you're going to need to get a lawyer. Okay. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I actually mean that in a very good way. Responsible decisions with your money, where to invest. Some of you may be hitting it big. Okay. Don't let that scare you. I know sometimes, we dream about, we're coming into all these riches, but I do see some of you breaking the millionaire point. Okay. And I do see you being very rational about it, Aquarius. I do see you being very, again, that air energy for you. You making the right decisions by getting an accountant or someone who knows the business and knows how to allocate your money. And you're going to find someone fair. You're not going to get ripped off in this, okay? Not at all. You're making good decisions here. And with that, going into fall, building up foundations, I'm seeing multiple bank accounts here. Aquarius, you're looking like you're doing very, very well here. Now, I'm being drawn toward an Aries energy. And I may have accidentally said Aries. And if I said that, I apologize. That does happen every once in a while when I feel another energy assisting you. And it's interesting because an Aries is a fire sign. So I'm seeing these wands. Some of you may be involved with an Aries. It doesn't have to be. But I am feeling that an Aries will be pivotal in your success. Okay. Now, finalizing here with the Death. In this money read, that Death is a beautiful card. You're transforming. And you're no longer going to be living a life of struggle. I don't think this year is going to be too much of a struggle. I think you're just going to be putting your money where it needs to be. But you're transforming into, I'm getting new tax brackets. For those of you who are blessedly free of the U.S. tax system, you're going to be moving into new homes. You're going to be building up yourself leaving your ashes behind. If you came from poverty or if you came from hardship, I don't think you'll ever forget that. I think you'll always be humble, but you get to finally live it up. You get to break free like that butterfly. And this is just beautiful. This is really just a beautiful energy. So Aquarius, I don't want you to be afraid of that. All right. Now we're going to talk about what I was seeing for some of you, because I get music. I'm like, again, with the, I look at the pictures and I'm seeing strings, like you're playing a guitar. I'm also getting a heart, like a band. I'm getting a band. Some of you are joining a band or you're involved with a band. Some of you are actually managing a musical band of some kind, and it's going to be very successful. Watch out for a little bit too much of excess in the success, okay? That might be the title. That might be the title here, but maybe not. But I do also see, of course, this music, there's this very harmonious musical energy. So I did have to express that. The other thing I'm seeing here is travel, international networking. And I'm getting like there's this travel where you mingle with different people around the world, places you have never even heard of yet, places you are off the beaten path. You're going to be mingling with diverse groups of people. And it's fascinating to me because I feel like Aquarius, you're excited about this. This is something you've always wanted to do. You get to finalize plans. I'm getting a lot of you are going to be flying. Some of you are going to be taking a form of transportation that you never have before, that you were maybe a little bit scared of, and it's going to go fine. Okay. Summertime too. I'm getting like a volunteer. Some of you are able to volunteer because you're doing so well financially that you don't need to be focused so much on trying to make ends meet. And you're in this place of abundance, this beautiful, beautiful place of abundance. Yeah, Aquarius, this looks absolutely beautiful for you. Again, just be mindful of the weather when the winter comes. I'm getting the summer in the middle of winter. The summer in the middle of winter. There's going to be some weather it's going to warm up. That's what Spirit's telling me. It's going to warm up when it's supposed to be cold. That's your heads up to run. Okay, get your stuff and go. But for the most part here, Aquarius, this looks absolutely stunning. This is some beautiful energy. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so happy to be able to bring you this message. So on that, I'm going to sign off. All right, till next time, over and out.